today is the third Friday of the month, I'm pretty sure. So that means new DC solicits have come out, which means we are being so awesomely introduced to April's comics. So I have some interesting thoughts. First of all, I think it's really interesting that it's marketed as Dawn of DC April 2024, despite the fact that in January the branding was taken away from Dawn of DC. All the everything Dawn of DC related was removed from the comic book covers and stuff like that. So now to see that come back here is really interesting. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is implying, but I guess the Dawn of DC plan is still on, and it's been building to this big April event called House of Brainiac, which is going to be really exciting, really cool Superman event with Lobo and a bunch of Shardians, you know. It's like a Lobo army. So clearly, some Brainiac has done something with Lobo. We don't know what, but now there's a bunch of little Lobo guys running around, and I imagine Lobo's gonna want to kill all of them because we all know about Lobo. He's like, "Yo, dude, I've killed all of my kind," and that's like his whole thing. So now there's a bunch of Lobos. What did Brainiac do? So I think that's the question that this event is kind of gonna ask. And apparently they're also going to devastate Metropolis. So I'm actually going to switch to that page right now so we can really focus on it. Let's scroll through. Real excited. There it is. House of Brainiac. Very exciting. Very cool. I can zoom in too. I have the power. I hope you guys can read this. It's a little bit... the resolution is a little bit poor, in my opinion. But let's go through it together, okay? If you guys can't read it, I'll read it for you. Okay. House of Brainiac, Part 1 and Part 2, with amazing cover by Daniel Sampieri. I learned that's how you pronounce his name. Nope. That's not Daniel Sampieri. That's Rafa Sandoval. Goddamn. So I think it looks really cool. It's cool to see characters like Connor, Keenan, Kara, and Steel on the cover. Some more Superman family. They haven't given up yet on the Superman family status quo for the Superman titles yet. Very exciting. Very exciting to me. And Brainiac's finally here doing stuff. That's been something that's been teased for forever, since the beginning of Dawn of DC. So it's like, this is what it's all been leading towards, apparently. Or at least it's like part 1 of what it's all been leading towards. So that's cool. Duders is the official name of your viewers. Yes, Duders. It's extremely important that you guys know that... Okay, Brainiac attacks in House of Brainiac Part 1. Brainiac's Lobo army invades Metropolis in an action-packed, oversized issue. The Super Family and all the heroes of Metropolis join the fight, but will they be enough to hold off Brainiac's lethal and crazed soldiers? Can Superman and Lex learn what Brainiac is searching for? He's not bottling Metropolis, so what is he collecting instead? Very interesting, very interesting. That's going to be happening in Action Comics number 1064. Written by Joshua Williamson with art by Rafa Sandoval. And then Superman 13 will also carry over the same creative team and then just be focusing on Superman and Lobo teaming up. And they're going to be going on a hunt for the Lobo army and Brainiac. And can they get along long enough to help them before Brainiac enacts the stage of his dangerous plan that's going to create a house of Brainiac? Huh. That's cool. That's interesting. Sorry, guys. I wish I could show you guys that, like, a better fidelity of some of the things on this cover, but I think when I zoom in, it only makes it so much worse. Sandoval's art is delicious. Dude, it's so good. It's really good. I think he's improved a lot over the years, and this cover, I feel like, is a testament to that. yeah, like the fact that I feel like I fucking confused it for Daniel Sampieri, the artist who's working on Wonder Woman and has done a lot of other really amazing things, like Dark Crisis, uh, like all of his covers and interiors for that were gorgeous. I think that says a lot. I think Rafa Sandoval definitely can cook. I've definitely seen times where I feel like I was like, man, this isn't my favorite, but I think right now we're at a place where, yeah, he's at peak Sandoval, if you will. So that's pretty exciting. I would show you guys more of the variant covers, but it's in pretty low quality. And I would also show you guys maybe if other websites had updated the solicits, I would probably show you guys that too. But given limited technology control, I am not going to go back and I'm not going to try to figure that out. That's just going to be a clusterfuck. We're going, and we're going to keep on going. Next time we do this stream, it's going to be so much better. Trust. All right, here's the cover for part 2.5 of the event called House of Brainiacs, it's the House of Braces special number 1. This one's going to be pretty exciting. We're going to see... sorry, let me whip it up. I feel like I'm... goddamn, somebody's got to do it because DC won't hire anybody to do it. House of Brainiac special number 1. Who steps up to protect Metropolis after Brainiac's army leaves it in ruins? Who will step up? Will Lois Lane confront Perry White about his own secrets as he runs for mayor of Metropolis? I forgot that was a storyline going on. How is Amanda Waller involved in all of this? How is she ever involved, dude? All these questions are answered, however, in this crucial issue that connects to the DC Superman-sized event. Meanwhile, Bibbo steps up, and that's so exciting. We love that for him. Then we have a tie-in issue. Dun 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 dun. Crush is showing up, and so is Power Girl. It's going to be in Power Girl number 8, so glad that she is. Let's talk about it. Let's go into the synopsis. After an unexpected attack by Brainiac and his army of Lobos, everyone who has power in Metropolis has been kidnapped and imprisoned. But fear not, our hero has avoided capture and is the lone super in a city of helpless civilians. Will she be up for the challenge, or is a strange new visitor about to turn her world upside down? Get ready for Crush to crash this pity party. Interesting. So this seems like it's going to be a fun little issue with... it seems like it's going to be taking a lot of the aspects of Son of Kal-El, with how John was grappling with being the only... like Kryptonian in Metropolis, the new Superman in a power vacuum, where Superman is now on Warworld, but now focusing that onto Power Girl. So that'll be interesting to see, especially with Crush in the mix as well. I think Crush is a really cool character. Crush and Lobo is a really fun story, along with her many appearances in other books, primarily starting with Teen Titans by, I think it was the Adam Glass run, or that introduced her, or it might have been a little bit earlier. I can't remember, but it was definitely within that like Teen Titans relaunch after Rebirth, that little soft reboot they had. That was very that divided a lot of fans, but I think there was some pretty interesting things about that run too. Pretty interesting new characters that were introduced. Some that are still around today, like Roundhouse, who we'll also see going through some of these covers and solicits, which was crazy. I was not expecting to see Roundhouse. Shout out. That run was rough, but it has good sides. Yeah, I would agree. You missed Jin. Yeah, Jin was pretty cool. Let's go back though. I think, yeah, we're gonna go more back to the earlier pages, because now that we've covered Action Comics or Superman and the House of Brainiac stuff, I think it'll be interesting to go back to the top with Dark Prisons, the new storyline going on in the Batman comic right now. I have some beef with Chip Zdarsky's Batman. Hold the phones. Everyone stop for a second here. Let's get serious. Okay, are you feeling a little bit more serious now? Good. Batman kind of fucking isn't my favorite, dude. And here's why. Because, alright, from the top, right? we had an exciting new book with Tim Drake as like the co-star, right? Tim Drake was gonna be it was gonna be a Batman and Robin book, right? And I was really excited because I'm a big Tim Drake guy, right? And then suddenly, uh, something happened. That's something being called Gotham War, and everything was thrown away. We had this entire amazing arc. This is a no Starsky Slater house. What if I disagree, dude? What if I disagree? This is my house. This is my house. I can fucking disagree all I want, man. Uh, you know, Gotham War was kind of a lot, and then Mind War has gotten us, or Mind Bomb, the current arc right now. I feel like not a lot has happened. Besides the fact that we're back on Failsafe trying to kill Batman, which was all of the beginning of the run. Because what's happened so far is the Penguin died, and the Penguin died in a way that makes it seem as if Batman killed him, which triggered Failsafe. So Failsafe was like, "Oh, Batman broke his code. I gotta go kill Batman now." So there was like a whole 10 issues or so of fucking Batman running away from Failsafe, being like, oh god, this thing was created by me. I don't remember creating him, but I gotta get out of here because this thing's trying to kill me." And while he does so, literally everyone who tries to help him gets fucked up, dude, like so badly. You have him go to Atlantis. I think this is probably one of my favorite parts is when he escapes to Atlantis and Arthur's like, dude, I don't know what's going on with you, but I took you to get like rehabilitated. I hope things are okay, man. I'm worried about you. And then Bruce is like, I need to get out of here. So Arthur's just like, what? And then Failsafe shows up at Atlantis and devastates Atlantis and Arthur. And the entire like Atlantis kingdom is just fucked up, and Bruce just leaves. And we never hear from them again. This book is so funny. That's basically what happens throughout the entire like Zdarsky book. It's just Bruce running for his life, and then eventually he goes to the Fortress of Solitude. He's preparing to take like a final stand, and I think Tim reprograms Failsafe so it's not like lethal, but instead gives him a new directive, which is to send him somewhere else. So he ends up doing that. Instead, Bruce is sent into the multiverse. It's really just Batman into the Batverse now. But the first place he goes is this one Earth that doesn't have a Batman. So he's like, oh shit, here we go again. Time to become Batman again. So he becomes this really awful jerry-rigged Batman. He gets his whole ass hand cut off by Ghostmaker of this Earth as he tries to take down this this massive like threat called like Red Mask or whatever, who is like proto Joker or whatever. It's not my favorite. And then he does end up chasing Red Mask and all this stuff. It turns into this big thing of him going throughout like jumping through different multiverses and like running into the Batmans of said multiverses, and he's like, I'll take your utility belt, and I'll take your gauntlets, and I'll take your blah blah blah, blah, so I can become the ultimate Batman and defeat the ultimate Joker, blah blah blah, blah. And I guess he does that, and then he's like trapped in this abyss, and he's like, this is where it'll all end. And then Tim Drake, who's been having all these backup stories, is like, I gotta go find Bruce Wayne. I gotta go find Bruce. Everyone thinks he's dead, but he's not actually dead. He's actually just in the multiverse, blah, 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 blah. So he's been doing this whole thing where he's been hunting down Toyman, because Toyman created the technology that was sending him into the multiverses, because he created a little pocket dimension, but that's neither here nor there. So Tim Drake ends up running into, he ends up finding Bruce somehow using this crazy technology, and then he fetches him. There's a moment where you have the whole like Batman needs a Robin, and you're like, oh yeah, Tim Drake. That's his whole mission statement. It's so exciting. And then they bring him back immediately after he goes into a coma. Bruce wakes up, and then Gotham War immediately happens, and then he divorces his ties with the entire Bat family except for Damian, because apparently Damian and Bruce have to be on good terms because Joshua Williamson is writing the Batman and Robin book. So fine, I guess. And then after that, it brings us to now with the whole Sorry, 1 second, guys. Just gotta make sure everything's going here. God, I need to actually talk about Batman number 146. But now things are back to normal because apparently Failsafe is back on the hunt. Oh, and I didn't even mention the whole Zero-N-R aspect of this book too. Zero-N-R is an important aspect. He literally created Failsafe, because Batman has the ultimate Batman in his mind, in his head, dude. And he's the best version of Batman because he's like, it's like a commentary on the whole, like, is Bruce Wayne the mask? So this version of Batman, Zero-N-R Batman, is a version that has no Bruce Wayne in him. He's just the ultimate Batman. He's the ultimate, like, no emotion, no humanity. He just has to do what he has to do. So it's kind of like a take on that whole thing. And then he's like, I'm going to create Failsafe, which is going to, like, take down Batman if Batman becomes, if he becomes compromised, so Gotham's still protected. He's like, really crazy onto this mission thing. And now with Failsafe being falsely triggered, now, like, there was already a fight between Zero-N-R Batman and Failsafe. It didn't really work out. And now they're kind of doing it again. Batman's shacked up in, like, this, this shack, this literal shack that he's created to destroy Failsafe. And they're going to go fight. They're going to fight. Yeah, bro can do all that, but he can't tell his kids he loves them. Dude, it's terrible, man. I can't handle it. And then apparently, I think as of the next few Batman issues, we're just gonna be doing a Joker Year One story, which I don't know why we're doing. This run has been a fucking trip, with a bunch of detours, but no destination in sight. Like every couple issues where I'm like, oh, I'm back on board. This is really cool. This is actually really cool commentary. They do something really baffling that makes me question everything. And I'm just like, why are we doing this? It's pretty funny, but I'm enjoying it so far. No, I'm not. I'm just sorry. My brain's on autopilot. This is hard, guys. Please forgive me. But yeah. So now this is seemingly, I don't know, Joker's, because that's the whole thing too. Is that, like, apparently, I don't know, Bruce is gonna kill the Joker or something, or he did. Sorry, guys. I've been glazed. I've been glazing over, like, the last issue or so of Batman. I need to reread it. I need to. But I've truly lost most interest in this book because I'm so befuddled. Anyways, next book. DC major event for 2024. Free Comic Book Day Special Edition. So this seems a lot like what they did with Night Terrors, where Night Terrors got a Free Comic Book Day special issue. And that was like the big summer event. It's so funny because I feel like I remember going into this year. It's not that I feel like I remember. I knew something that I saw actively is everyone was like, huh, this is so weird. Why does DC have no events? And then House of Brainiac got announced, and now we're getting, like, a teaser for the major DC 2024 event, which is so under wrap and key that we have, like, a stand-in black cover that just has nothing on it because it's that much of a secret. And now I know the elephant in the room right now is talking about the Ultimate DC Universe launch that they're trying to do. And I don't have a ton of tea on that. I have some rumors, some things that have been passed around. I know that everyone's saying, like, with the whole thing that Rob Liefeld dropped yesterday, and then prior leaks that have been, looming. I know for a fact that I don't know if this is connected in any way, shape, or form, this major DC event for 2024. It probably isn't. It's probably just, like, a big culmination of the Dawn of DC things going on. But I doubt it's going to connect to the Ultimate DC Universe. But it might be a way to soft launch it. We don't know. All I know is that apparently Scott Snyder is going to be helming the bat the fucking Ultimate Universe. So we'll see how that goes. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse.
What?
Get out of here. And then there's also going to be a Big Barda book. That's so exciting. It's just a young adult graphic novel. And I was thinking today, you know who should get a young adult graphic novel? Jericho. I think that'd be so cool. I think that'd be so good. I miss Jericho so much. I miss him so much. I feel like after the Priest run, he hasn't gotten any play. And the Priest run made him messy as hell, to put it lightly. So I feel like he's just kind of become a character that writers just don't want to touch for whatever reason. I hope you never see Jericho again, Croc. How dare you? How dare you? Okay? I've been through a lot, man. And yeah, I think that Jericho is just... Hey, just join the stream. What are your predictions of the new DC event? So like we were talking about, it could be related to the Ultimate DC Universe that has been floating around recently. It could be a big harbinger into that event. Haha, harbinger, Supergirl reference. But yeah, no, that's going to be going on sale in May, which means the event probably won't even kick off until around late summer, fall time frame. So I imagine we'll see some pretty big announcements at San Diego Comic-Con that will be probably around Ultimate Universe DC stuff, whatever that's going to be called. I cannot keep calling it the Ultimate Universe, but there's no other better name for it right now. I also think it's interesting because last year we got, I think at New York Comic-Con, they announced that that Elseworlds is coming back. And ever since that announcement, we've heard no news. I don't think we have release dates for those books. I'd have to Google it. But yeah, really interesting that we've heard kind of nothing on the front of those. I'm not sure I think they're not being released as single issues. I think they might be just released as full trades, which is why they might not be populating here. That they might just come out all in a full trade paperback. We'll see. Barda looks cute though. I'm excited for Barda. The jail is supposed to come back soon. That's a good point. The major event could be about the reforming of the Justice League. That'd be really exciting. Maybe that's why they're holding back on the cover, because it has like the new lineup of the Justice League. That would be super cool and exciting. Hopefully, or something adjacent to the Justice League coming back. As long as it's not the Titans. The Titans fucking suck, man. Okay, we can skip this page. I know you guys really want to hear about Arkham Asylum, but we've got to move on, dude. We've got to move on. Bro, they yassified Man-Bat. They yassified him. Batman and Robin number 8. I don't know what's going on in Batman and Robin. I'm so behind. They really baited me on that one because they put Killer Croc on like all the original covers and variants for like the first 3 issues, and then like issue 2 he's like, actually I don't want to be here, read Poison Ivy. And I was like, okay, man. So I guess Killer Croc's not gonna be in Batman and Robin, but Man-Bat is. Yay. Hopefully he's not gonna go through the same thing. We'll figure out what's going on there, because the beginning of the Batman and Robin book had like a whole thing where bats would be summoned to attack Bruce. Apparently he had like some kind of pheromone on him, not Poison Ivy related, that caused bats to like attack him. So Damian's like, Bruce, you've got to quarantine yourself back at the cave, and I'll be Gotham's protector while we figure out this bat problem. Or not the cave, but what is it called again? The new it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't remember. It's okay, it'll come to me. The croc bait. Yeah, no, for real, it's croc bait, man. It's croc bait. It's devastating. Also, I should probably mention Detective Comics. I have no idea what's going on in Ramvey's tech. I'm so behind. It's it looks cool. Every time I see it, it looks cool. There's gonna be a Azrael Jim Lee cover. That's so exciting. Uh, but I'm so far removed from Detective Comics. It's not even funny. I can't even speculate on what's going on there because I just, you know. Apparently, I'm missing out on Peak. So, one day I'll do a binge read. I say to myself. Uh, Anyways, moving on. Batman Off-World #5. Not reading that. I have zero interest in reading the Jason Aaron space Batman book. Batman Dark Age #2. I don't think Dark Age #1 has come out yet, but I know that's going to be very similar to Superman Space Age. I think Mark Russell and Mike Allred are doing like a whole little thing with these Superman and Batman books, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna see more from that. Then we got Catwoman #64, where apparently Selina's going to space. I think this is part of the Suicide Squad arc that Teenie Howard's doing with Catwoman. So yeah, we're doing space missions now. I think it's really funny that this isn't the only Suicide Squad story that involves taking characters to space. That was a huge thing in Suicide Squad Rebirth, which I wasn't a huge fan of. But yeah, apparently Amanda Waller really likes sending these guys to space. So that's pretty interesting. I'm not reading Catwoman. Batman the Brave and the Bold. Not really reading that either. But apparently we're doing a Batman and Maps story again, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, that's really cool. Because I know a lot of people really love the Maps Robin thing. So we are slowly and surely fleshing that out more, but in a book that doesn't have to necessarily be deemed canon, because the Brave and the Bold stories all just kind of exist in their own little space that don't necessarily get picked up by anything. It's very much similar to urban legends, where a story would happen and maybe it would soft launch a book, and then it would retroactively make that story canon or more important. But there's a lot of stories also that happen in these books that will never get referenced again, so it's hard to really as much as I want to enjoy a lot of books like Batman Urban Legends and Batman the Brave and the Bold, these anthology stories are really touch and go with the universe as a whole. So I find reading them kind of sometimes you can have a really fun self-contained story, and that's great, and that's fun, but I don't know, sometimes I don't care. Was Rebirth the one with Zod? Yeah, Zod was in Suicide Squad Rebirth. I don't know what was going on there, but that definitely did happen. You're not wrong. But let's move on. Nightwing #113, Legacy #300. So if you guys are looking closely here, you'll see it's going to be a Disco Wing variant cover by Serge Acuna coming out. So that's really cool. It's really cool. There's also going to be a Dan Moore cover that I think he's already dropped on social media. You can definitely look it up on his socials and you'll see it with Robin and Nightwing, because you gotta have your monthly Dan Moore variant cover for Nightwing. Jamal Campbell also is doing a Nightwing cover, same deal there. And then we're getting the Jim Lee artist spotlight cover. That the interesting thing about the Jim Lee ones are that I know that he's not coloring them, because these are all recycled covers from 2020, from the whole pandemic. He was raising money to support comic book shops that were struggling during the pandemic by making art that would be I think exclusively sold through those comic book shops or something like that. Or I think he would sell them, he would draw them, sell them, and then the proceeds would be donated to comic book shops or whatever, something like that. Anyways, I guess DC hired people to just color them, and they are not credited on any of the synopsises or details on the DC Connect. But I know for a fact that it's not Jim Lee coloring them because I looked at some of the covers. There's like a whole page devoted to them later. Let's take a look. As long as we're talking about it, I might as well bring it up. And we can discuss it further. Get to hear me clicking along. It's actually further down than I thought it was. Oh yeah, there it is. Artist Spotlight Jim Lee. I was really excited about this one because Azrael's really cool. Love him. It's also going to be a big Bardo one. Very cool. But if you look closely, like I did on the Azrael one, you'll see that somebody else, John Constantine, that somebody else signed next to Jim Lee's signature. And I think it's so hard to make out because of the low resolution and the even lower resolution via the stream. You might not be able to make it out, but I saw that there was another signature on there. I imagine for maybe like the colorer, or I don't know if Jim Lee inked it. I don't know. But yeah, somebody else is working on these two, and all the credit will go to Jim Lee though. We don't know who else worked on them, and I think some of them aren't even done yet because I imagine they're going to add colors to the Bizarro one and the what is it, Gotham by Gaslight cover. So yeah, we'll see. But anyways, thought that was interesting. Let's credit our creators, DC. Let's credit our creators and nominate them for awards when award seasons for comics come around. Because apparently, DC just doesn't nominate their books. They just hope that the people creating these award shows will find the comics that will be eligible, which is pretty messed up. Definitely support your creators, especially your queer ones. I'm talking about the GLAAD Awards. Anyways, what else is going on, guys? Disco Wing. Only reason to buy the Nightwing book is that cover. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the main one. Is there something going on here that I'm not picking up on? Because it's just a bunch of panels that I imagine it's a reference to something. This entire run is like, how many gimmicks can we make into covers that people will buy, as well as issues that people will read. And yeah, not a big fan of Nightwing number 113 or Nightwing by Tom Taylor. Not a big fan at all. What else is he doing? He's doing the 2024 annual all about Bia. I actually have no idea how to pronounce it because I've always seen it written and I've always guessed it was Bia, or it could just be B, or maybe it's something else. I don't know. But we're going back to the Rick Grayson era because that's been like Tom Taylor's thing recently, is exploring the whole Bia thing, because I think he promised really early on that, like, hey guys, when I write Nightwing, I'm gonna introduce I'm not gonna forget about Bia. Bia's gonna be a character that's gonna be around because a lot of fans were a big fan of the Rick Grayson Bia relationship and the Bia character, and so this is his way of fulfilling that promise by being like, did you know that Bloodhaven is actually a pirate city? And it's a whaling town or whatever because it's off the coast, and there's actually an even more secret pirate town within the pirate town, and there's a bunch of pirates there, but they're modern pirates, and yarg, and Bia is actually the pirate queen. It's like, what are we even doing here, man? What are we even fucking doing here, man? Get me out of here. They did not have this in mind when they were writing the Rick Grayson arc. I am telling you that. But he is furthering on the... No, I'm not joking. This is not a joke. The Cat Damien cover, apparently that got Tom Taylor death threats on Twitter and social media. That's crazy. First of all, I jest a lot about Tom Taylor. And I will not probably foreseeably stop jesting about Tom Taylor. However, I do not condone harassment. I really don't. Yeah, no, that's bad. And death threats are never okay. So yeah, that's really unfortunate, especially over something as stupid as like turning Damien into a furry. uh, yeah, like that's not even a top 10 worst Tom Taylor moment. It's not. It's not even. Sorry, let me slurp some water. But yeah, Travis Moore is drawing and did the cover for that Bia special in Nightwing. And that's cool, I guess. I'm sure that story will be really cool. I'm sure of it. Harley Quinn number 39, who cares? Harley Quinn 2024 annual, who cares? Birds of Prey number 8. This is exciting. I'm really excited about this because they're adding Vixen onto the Birds of Prey, as well as I think Barbara Gordon, but we don't really know if it's going to be Batgirl or Oracle. The last cover had her as Batgirl, and I imagine that'll be like her first issue joining the team, and then probably talking about what her place will be on the team, whether it be as Oracle in a more remote way, or if it'll be more active with her being a field agent. We don't know yet. I imagine we will find out when we read the issues. But that being said, we do have a new field agent in the form of Vixen, and that's very exciting. I can't remember the last time Vixen has had a DC book. I want to say it's the Rebirth Justice League of America book, which is far too long. Of course, she also has her webtoon comic, which is still going. But yeah, I think it's cool to see her get back into the limelight, especially on the Birds of Prey, which has been a book that she has been on before, but it's been a long time since. It's been over a decade. So yeah, welcome back to the Birds of Prey, Vixen. That's very exciting. And yeah, it looks like Harley Quinn and Zealot are no longer on the team either, so we'll see what that looks like. I'm surprised that Sin isn't on this lineup. You would think that after the entire first arc being about recapturing her, that she would stick around and maybe be like, a supporting member of the book, but I guess we'll have to finish this arc to see what's going on with her. We have Outsiders number 6. I'm gonna be real, I'm not reading Outsiders. I read the first issue and I was like, whoa, what is going on here? And then I never caught up with the rest of it, which is, a shame. I should definitely give it another shot. But I still have no idea what the pitch is for this book. I have no idea what what's in it for me is for Outsiders, besides, seeing Luke and Kate star in a book, which is like, that's cool. And I don't think the Outsiders mantra is like bad for them. And then I don't know who the third member is. I think her name was like Drummer. And she has like some weird like powers that are very weird, and she's shady. She's up to something. But yeah. Outsiders without Metamorpho, and was immediately not interested in it. Yeah, I mean, I wish Azrael was here, because I think that trio of Azrael, Batwoman, and Batwing were really compelling back in the tech era by Tinian. But Hims is off doing other things. He is off with the Detective Comics Dan Waters kind of thing going on right now. So he is currently busy, so he wasn't available to be on this Outsiders book. So there is now this new character named Drummer, who I'm not familiar with, and some interesting things happening over here. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know. We'll see, though. I need to give it another chance. I need to go try seeing what's going on. But that cover is sure is interesting. Sure wonder what's going on there. Sorry I'm late. Are we getting a Cindy Moon book? Dude, Bara, that's so exciting. Are we getting a Cindy Moon book? I don't think so. I think this is the wrong company. Dude. Okay, first of all, let's fucking go. Guys, let's fucking go, man. That's my boy. That's Killer Croc, I think. I'm pretty sure. But let's not jump ahead of ourselves. We need to talk about Poison Ivy number 21, which basically goes back to her first encounter with Batman. I feel like a lot of books have been doing this recently. Brave and the Bold with the Joker was another example of this. We're seeing some classic encounters with Batman. It's cool that this cover is featuring the blue and gray and yellow oval Batman suit, which I feel like is a rarity these days to see. So that's cool. And we get to see the classic Poison Ivy costume with like the leaf crown, which is really cool as well. So yeah, we'll be recontextualizing some of the original encounters between Batman and Poison Ivy. I'm not sure if it's going to be directly riffing off those original issues or if it's going to be a more, you know, soft reboot kind of type deal. But it's going to be still written by G. Willow Wilson and with art by Marcio Takara, as per the beginning of the book. So it'll be cool to see their take, especially from like Poison Ivy's perspective. The current stuff going on in Poison Ivy has been really fun. I jumped on the book late. I need to read the original issues again, but ever since Killer Croc has been in the book, I've been like, shit, I gotta read Poison Ivy. So I've been enjoying the fun little zombie apocalypse plant arc that they've been doing right now. It's nothing too crazy, but it's been fun. Yeah, so Killer Croc was in that book. And Transition, he is also going to be in Red Hood and the Hill, Red Hood, colon, the Hill, number 3. Sorry, I glitched out a little bit there. Not the stream, but me. This one's going to be written by Sean Martin, bro. So I hope I pronounced that right. And all of this is on a whim, man. This is all hoping and praying. But this is pretty exciting because it's going to be going back to the Red Hood Outlaw Rebirth book that ended at issue 52. The last 2 issues of that book, though, were written by Sean Martinborough, and he was setting up something with this district of Gotham called the Hill, and that Jason was now starting to frequent, and he met a new ally who he's been working with. I'm blanking on her name. But basically, that status quo, that creative team, I'm not sure if the artist is the same artist. I would have to check. But we are revisiting that era of Red Hood that was kind of teased with 2 issues before the book got axed. Because I think just larger things in the DC universe were happening at the time, so they just couldn't move forward. And they were like, 52 is a clean number. That's our favorite number. So they just ended it there. That being said, we are going to revisit what fully Sean Martinborough had originally wanted to explore, and he's getting a mini-series with Red Hood. So that's going to be what's happening in 2024 with Jason Todd. We got a really cool variant cover coming up with Jason on it, along with I'm blanking on her name again, but his ally in this book, and we can see a little peek of it right here. Looks really cool. And yeah, Killer Croc's going to be in it. Killer Croc was also in the 2-issue arc that they worked on prior, so it's cool to see him come back. Yeah, it's going to be a 6-issue mini, so pretty exciting. Cool to see Jason do some stuff, and it's cool to see a writer be able to revisit, a comic that he wrote a few years ago and be able to fully flesh out what he had in mind. So that's cool. World's Finest, number 26. So this issue is going to be about Mr. Mix's... Oh, give me 2 seconds. Mr. Mixie's Pitalik, and I will not argue. That's how you pronounce it. Along with Batmite. I think this issue is entirely going to be from their perspective as they go and try to save Batman and Superman or something like that. Or they're trying to convince Batman and Superman that they're for real, following the events of Doommite. Man, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in World's Finest. All I know right now is that they're doing the Kingdom Come stuff with Magog and Boy Thunder, and how that's been evolving. So apparently Mark Waid and Dan Mora are going to continue to cook on that front, but I have no idea what's going on. That being said, they aren't going to continue cooking on Shazam. Let's jump ahead a little bit again. Let's jump ahead. Sorry, that was my stomach, guys. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in hours. So I'll always believe Gilbert Gottfried over you, Croc. You won't tell me your pronunciation is. You can't tell me your pronunciation is right. Well, here's the thing. You know what? I'm not gonna say that. That's too mean. It's okay. I was gonna say something along the lines of who's in the ground and who isn't. Uh, yeah, it was really mean, and I did say it, so I'm sorry. Rest in peace. Uh, but yeah, anyways, I'm right. Shazam number 10. It's gonna be with a new creative team. We got the team from or the writer from the new Champion of Shazam book, Josie Campbell, who's going to be now picking up Shazam from the hands of Mark Waid and Dan Moore. And the artist is Emmanuel Lupacino. I fucked that one up for sure. And they drew Teen Titans World's Finest. So it's interesting to see some, kind of correlation between some like the Mark Waid corner of the DC universe, I guess, and see how that's kind of being shaped around there. It's exciting because I was a big fan of Josie Campbell's new Champion of Shazam, so it's cool to see her back, or him. I can't remember. But yeah, no. New Champion of Shazam was really fun, and Shazam looks like it's gonna be fun as well. And they're continuing going into the whole thing with the last issue with Black Adam and Shazam duking it out, and then accidentally destroying their home. And that was fun issue. I think that's been this entire run. It's just kind of been like fun little silly Silver Age-y adventures that aren't you just like you read an issue of Shazam, you get to a certain page and you're just like, man, what the fuck am I reading? And I think that's the entire novelty of it, is just how out there and silly and wacky it is. So that's fun. It's exciting that we'll be able to see hopefully some more stuff with the larger Shazam family going on forward, because I think that's what Josie Campbell was kind of pushing. So that'll be cool. I do love the supporting Shazam family cast, and I hope we see more of them. But yeah, anyways, let's jump back. Let's get back on track. Let's get back to business. Oh, the Penguin. Dude, I fucking love this book. Josie uses she, her. Okay, thank you for the information. I appreciate it. Croc hates dead people. I don't hate them, dude. They're just dead. They're just dead. So that's unfortunate. But the Penguin number 9 is going to be really exciting because Penguin is alive, despite what you might think if you read the Chip Zdarsky Batman run. And he's been doing some really fun things. He's been initiated by the government to basically become, he's going to take over Gotham. But he's doing it for the government this time. So, in the meantime, we've seen the Penguin's kids kind of take over the Penguin's kind of empire in Gotham. And that's been fun to see throughout various DC titles. But now it seems like this issue, Penguin number 9, is going to see, after like I imagine 8 issues of like kind of team building and setup of how exactly Penguin is going to go about his plan. Now we're actually finally seeing like, okay, Penguin is back in Gotham, and the first place he's going is to visit his kids who hate his guts. So that's going to be exciting. That's going to be really fun. Raphael De La Torre, I messed that one up too. He's going to be doing art. He's been doing the art for like the entire series. And I think if anything that I've picked up from this book is that he should be like an A-list artist. He is fantastic. Whatever he works on next, DC should definitely, recognize the talent that he has, and really, put him on some S tier titles, because he is worthy of it. The Penguin has been kind of an underrated banger issue after issue. I've been really enjoying it. I know I have also a bias towards this book, but it's really cool to read. I've been really enjoying it. A lot of fun. Made me learn a lot about Grolix. now we get to skip a little bit because we talked about House of Brainiac already earlier in the stream. But now we're going to jump on over. Okay, I see some of you shit talking in the comments. Okay. Don't forget to send a super chat. Send some love. Dreamer breaks free. Very exciting. This is going to be Suicide Squad Dream Team number 2, written by Nicole Maines. Really excited about this book. This is going to be so cool. It's cool to see like Nicole Maines actually get to write an ongoing DC book. If you don't know, which I imagine I don't know, you guys are all like subscribed to me, so you probably do know. But Nicole Maines is the actress who played Dreamer on the CW Supergirl show. She is an original character based off of the legacy of Dream Girl from Legion of Superheroes, but now she's like the modern day version of or ancestor of that character. And she's been really cool. She's one of DC's first trans superheroes. And now we have her actress writing the Suicide Squad book starring Dreamer, which is really cool. It's been a long time coming since we've seen more stuff from Dreamer, and now she's like front and center in the Suicide Squad book. And I was thinking about this earlier. I was thinking, who would be really cool on the Suicide Squad? Jericho. Stick with me here. I think the main question you're probably thinking to yourself right now, well, that's stupid. Because Jericho, how are you going to kill Jericho? He's jumping from body to body to body. Like, what's his tether? What's his brain bomb? Stick with me here, man. What if Waller has his body, his original body back at, Argus, inside one of the prisons, inside of Bel Rev, holding on to that thing. And, they send Jericho out through, one of the Argus, security guards, maybe, their best agent. And they're just like, okay, this is going to be your host. And then from there, keep on jumping. But if you fuck up, we'll kill your host body. We'll kill him just like that. And I think that'd be really cool. I think that'd be really compelling. And I think that would be really cool. This would be a cool book to have him in. But that was just something I'm thinking about earlier today. Please, I just miss Jericho so much, guys. I miss Jericho so much. He'd be so cool. But DC's never going to use his ass again. That being said, this book is really exciting. I'm happy for Nicole. I'm going to be supporting it for sure. The art's by Eddie Barrows. You might remember him from Detective Comics Rebirth, the Tinian run. That was also drawn by Eddie Barrows. He's also worked on many other DC comics prior and then after that run. But that's, I think, what I feel like most people recognize his work from. He's going to be returning on Suicide Squad Dream Team. Which, honestly, I could talk about the synopsis or whatever, talk about this team, but, it's issue 2 of an ongoing series, so I imagine that we could not garner all too much information about this book so far, besides the fact that the team is pretty cool. You have Bizarro, Clock King, Black Alice, who's a character we haven't seen in a hot minute. I mean, that being said, she was in Lazarus Planet, but she didn't really do a whole lot there. But yeah, now she's gonna be in this book as well. Harley Quinn, obviously, front and center. I guess she's back on the Suicide Squad. And then you have Amanda Waller's, I think it's her nephew, as a character named Deadhead. I'm probably wrong on that one. It's not Live Shot. It's not. Well, let's feel it out real quick. Like better characters, Croc. No, dude. Jericho is so cool. Fuck you. His name's not Deadhead. It's not Live Shot. It's not. So, I've run out of ideas. But yeah, he's a guy. Banger lineup, but why is Bizarro there? I feel like having a Superman-ish tier character is weird. We're about to find out. So we'll see. But yeah, It's interesting because there is like an Action Comics book going on with like Bizarro right now, so I imagine the events of that Jason Aaron Bizarro storyline is going to lead directly into uh, Suicide Squad Dream Team. Hopefully, that'd be cool synergy. That'd be cool connective storytelling. But we'll see. Gonna remind myself and the stream that I have a hard out at 1 p.m. PST. It's currently 12:38 p.m. PST. So we'll try to burn through these last ones in the last 20 minutes of the stream or so. Good luck to me. And I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying. I hope this isn't like a complete mess. I could have done this better. It's a little bit embarrassing, but it's okay. We ball. Next time this is gonna look so much better. I'm gonna probably spend some time working on layout stuff and making this look cool. Ripley says, I don't mean lore wise, I just mean like on a concept. It just feels weird and antithetical to the whole supervillain Black Ops team and then have someone like Bizarro. Yeah, I mean like recently, I mean it's been a long time since I feel like we've had the whole Black Ops super spy angle of Suicide Squad, especially when you have characters like King Shark and Killer Croc as like these tanky ass characters. Bizarro is, now the new like tank, but like, once again, the whole like, spy espionage angle is kind of lost when you have these super characters, especially characters like Bizarro who aren't the most intelligent, so it's like hard to kind of, make them listen, make them do things, and be like an actual like super spy type character. So yeah, I don't know. That's just the way Suicide Squad has evolved over the years, though. So, we have those kind of characters on the squad now. Which, that's fun, I guess. We'll see how it plays out when the book comes out in March. Yeah, the first issue comes out in March, but this issue comes out, Suicide Squad Dream Team #2, in April 9th, 2024. Moving on, Sinister Sons #3, everyone's favorite. The first issue I think is coming out in February, if I'm correct. Yeah. And this one's written by Peter J. Tomasi with art by David LaFuente. We've had some backups so far with Sin Sun in the Green Lantern book, kind of setting up his story, his origin story. And now he's going to be teaming up with Lord Zod, who is doing stuff in the Neil Before Zod book. So it's going to be interesting to see these two characters coalesce in Sinister Sons. Man, what a weird book. And also, this book isn't long for this world unless if it gets a new creative team, because Peter J. Tomasi is still set to leave DC once his contract is up with them and move over to that exclusive new comic book imprint or publisher that I'm blanking on the name of, with various DC all-star talents like Jeff Johns, and Peter Tomasi, and I think who else was on it? Francis Manipul is one, I think. A lot of creators are doing an exodus, exodus. There's an exodus. Gods of Egypt. Ghost Machine is what it's called. So it's really exciting to see everyone from DC leave, because apparently from some undisclosed tea that I will not go into, it's kind of a mess behind the scenes there still, which is a bummer to hear, because Dawn of DC has been really exciting. I've been really enjoying it for the most part, bar some personal, or not personal, but some gripes and complaints about DC, I think, that I don't want to necessarily try to articulate right now. It's frustrating to hear that they're still dealing with a lot of the same issues behind the scenes with communication, advertising, and promoting their own content and stuff like that. And yeah, that's all I'll say on that, I guess. But yeah, frustrating to hear. No Before Zod is still going. I haven't read #1 yet because I still don't know what the pitch is, and I have no interest to go into a Zod book. guess I'll have to eventually. I don't know. I do not know, guys. Wonder Woman number 8. I think this issue has like Wonder Woman kidnapped by the Sovereign, and they'll have like a face-off here. That'll be interesting. We have some pretty cool variant covers. We have one by Joshua Swaby. Joshua Swaby, which I was thinking of him earlier today. I feel like I had like a vivid flash in my brain of Joshua Swaby drawing Jericho. And got real sad. Because I was just thinking to myself, like, Jericho, like, you know, he's so cool. And, like, how long has it been since Jericho has gotten, like, a splash page or a pinup cover or any kind of variant cover that features him that's, like, you know, really cool? Because I feel like as of, like, 2018 forward, the textless DC covers became, like, real artist centric, if you know what I mean, where prior covers would still have a lot of trade dressing, but they've recently, in around the 2018 time frame, have been like, okay, we're going to try to remove as much trade dressing as possible so we can mainly focus on just an artist kind of spotlight cover. And I would love to see an artist just do like a splash of Jericho. I think that'd be so cool. I think that'd be so great. I love his covers. They're like art germ but queer people. Yeah, for real. So like Jericho would be perfect, right? He's not even going to be in the queer special this year. He's not even going to be in the pride special this year. That's okay. I'll go and do it myself. But yeah, there's also going to be a Villalobos variant cover. I hope I pronounced that right. That's really cool. I've been enjoying a lot of their covers recently. Yeah, they're really good. But yeah, that's Wonder Woman. Flash number 8, Wally West. I really loved the first issue of this book, and then I just did not keep up with it. I was like, yeah, 10 out of 10 issue. This is perfect. This is exactly what I want. And then I fell off so hard after like the first like 3 issues. I'm probably gonna binge it maybe this weekend. Honestly, I need to catch up. But yeah, I know that they've been doing stuff with like Jesse Quick and Ira, so that's cool. They have them doing like a little team up thing, and now that's being featured on some of the covers. But yeah, this whole cosmic stuff has been kind of wacky. That's for sure. So, well, what's all that about? Then there's going to be a Flash annual that's going to be drawn by, I think it's A.L. Kaplan. I think they're the co-creator of Circuit Breaker, who is going to be appearing in that story. So that's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a story about Wallace, Avery, and Circuit Breaker. Here's a little variant cover that has Wallace on it. And then Speed Force number 6. If you guys remember what I was saying earlier about Adam Glass's Teen Titans and the Teen Titans roster, there's our boy. There he is. Everyone's favorite. We love him. We stan him. Roundhouse is on the cover. So that's exciting. Long time no see, Roundhouse. Even though he is in the pages of Speed Force. So, I don't know. Some updates on the Flash side of things, but the Jay Garrick book is over. New Golden Age is done. And I know they were looking at New Golden Age and seeing if there was going to be like a second wave if it did well. Guys, I don't think there's going to be a second wave of New Golden Age. I don't think it's going to happen. And Jeff Johns is gone. So he was the one kind of leading the New Golden Age era of Justice Society comics. He's gone now, guys. So I don't think Wave 2 is going to happen. I think it's done. Which is really sad because I think I'm a big fan of all... I would say I'm a big fan of all 3 of the New Golden Age like solo comics that are just like the 6-issue miniseries. I think there are a lot of really fun stories. So it's a bummer that that's not getting Wave 2 with more characters. Sucks. What have I missed in the chat? Definitely need to catch up on the new stuff. Same here, dude. Same here. I love Simon Spurrier. I can't wait to read the new Hellblazer when it gets to my house. That's exciting. Woo, Roundhouse. Boo, Speed Force. It's a bummer, man. I don't want to talk shit about Speed Force because it's kind of like one of the things I've been asking for with DC Comics for a long time, to explore more family characters. So technically, this is everything I could have wanted. So that being said, I read it, and I'll leave it at that. Cool ideas, cool concepts, but I think it's written by someone who is not as I feel like they're a little bit out of they can't capture teenage, like the ways teenagers talk or younger characters talk that well. So reading it is kind of not fun, and that's all I'll say on that. It's just unfortunate. Just say he's old. Hey man. Okay. Very well. It'll happen, Croc. You just need to believe. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on believing in that Swaby Jericho variant cover. I need it. I need it. I need it. And that's all I'll say on the matter. Somebody reach out to Swaby, please. Titans number 10. This book is still going, that's for sure. Lucas Meyer is going to be the new interior artist for the book going forward. As I'm tracking, I think Nicholas Scott is either off the book or is just taking like a break for an arc or so. But yeah, now it's going to be drawn by Lucas Meyer, and if you don't remember who that is, they did the Titans, and then the Titans, Brother Blood. It was like Blood Pact, I think it was called. They weren't great comics, but the highlight of that like kind of like Titans tie-in comic that wasn't really a Titans tie-in comic, but it was like synergy with the TV show as it was coming out. Not really much to talk about there besides they had cool variant covers, and interior art by Lucas Meyer was really good. So I imagine the Titans interior art. Sorry, I don't know. That was like a little like burp, I think. So apologies for that. But I'm not apologizing when I say that Tom Taylor's Titans is not good. But that being said, we're getting a Brad Walker variant cover, and that's exciting. I'm a big fan of Brad Walker ever since his Hawkgirl number 2 cover, or Hawkgirl number 1 cover, that I still haven't been able to buy because it's hard to find. But once again, if anyone could get me hooked up with that, I'm not gonna complain. I think that'd be really cool. That's not gonna happen. Green Arrow number 11. I think things are culminating in the Green Arrow fandom. He's fighting Malcolm Merlin again. Or Merlin. Arrow moment. Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. We'll see what's going on there. Especially because now that this book is an ongoing, we'll see where the book progresses after it kind of finishes its maxi status. Moving on though, Green Lantern number 10 is going to have a House of Brainiac tie-in. Ooh, exciting. Kind of looks like Luke Skywalker here, in my opinion. And then there's going to be a Doc Shaner, my goat. He's going to be doing a variant cover with Guy Gardner holding a baseball bat. So, yeah, he really is my goat. There's going to be another Green Lantern cover. And another one. I think that's Kyle. So that's cool. Yeah. Very cool. And then War Journal is also still coming out. I don't think this is a tie-in, but it's a PKJ, and he's furthering along the whole, Jon Stewart storyline that's going on right now. And most recently, they made Jon's deceased sister a construct made out of willpower to comfort Jon's mom. So now it looks like that willpower construct that is like now becoming kind of like a real girl. They're doing like a little Pinocchio real girl thing with her, I think. And so that'll be interesting to further explore. I wonder what's going on there. I need to catch up on War Journal. It's been a minute, so yeah. Once again, unfortunately, I am like also very behind on a lot of these books, so not the best subject matter expert to be talking about them, but hopefully you're enjoying coming along for the ride. Next book, and by old you mean 35, 39. Come on, guys, let's stop talking about. Let's stop talking about it. We already talked about Shazam. Blue Beetle number 8, very exciting. That's my goat right there, Josh Trujillo and Adrian Gutierrez, and they're gonna be working on more Blue Beetle. This one has like a very vague synopsis. There's not a lot we can glean from it besides the fact that it's Blood Scarab fallout. So whatever happens in that book, we're gonna be seeing the fallout of it in issue number 8. So very exciting. I've been really enjoying the book so far, so I'm excited to see where exactly it goes. It looks like it's getting a little bit spacey-wacy over here. So yeah, cool cover. It's weird that I think this is the only book on the docket that doesn't have alternative variant covers being shown, but I'm pretty sure this is a variant in of itself. Yeah, variant cover. So we are yet to see the main Adrian Gutierrez cover, whether that be spoilers, whether that be just an unfinished cover, we don't know. But pretty exciting stuff. I love me some Blue Beetle. Hashtag Blue Beetle Battalion. My guys. Okay, anyways, moving on. Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong is ending. Moving on. Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum number 4. Yeah. The tie-in comic is still going. This time you'll be able to get like a Mad Hatter charm or something. I don't really know how those are going to work, but I know that's like a thing going on right now, is that we're doing like, kind of like how Gotham Knights had the digital comic tie-in stuff. We're doing the same thing. We're doing the Synergy comic with some Arkham Asylum stuff. Yeah, man, I don't know. David Nakayama is getting a variant cover though. Very exciting. Love David Nakayama. And I think this is... I don't recognize the artist for that, but that's cool, I guess. Captain Boomerang. Superman 78 is still going. Issue number 6. Is that the last issue of the book? Superman Metallo fighting in Russia. Sounds pretty crazy. I think that's the last issue of Superman 78, the Metal Curtain. So, then we have DC Spring Break. Guys, I have 5 minutes. I have a hard out. I have 5 minutes. King Shark with a rainbow behind him. Yes, it was, dude. Yes, it was. That's my gay icon right there. That's what I'm saying. At least construct a therapist. Like, damn. Yeah. Speaking of Marvel for a sec, did you read Avengers Twilight? It's like a better Dark Knight's Return. Now I'm wondering when the inevitable DKR edits of the film edited and the cap to drop. Interesting. Yeah. I haven't read Twilight yet, but I have seen the panels of Spider-Man in that book that were circulating around. That made me pretty interested in reading it. I don't know. I'm not really a Marvel guy though. This is like the fun little anthology Spring Break story. Not a lot to talk about here, besides the fact that they're doing a couple Dan Moore covers with Batman holding a bat and Harley Quinn pitching, I guess. We're going to be getting a Harley Quinn story. We're going to be getting a Katana story. We're going to get a Nightwing story, I guess, and a Speed Force story, I guess. And then I know we're getting a King Shark story, so that's easily the most exciting out of all of those stories. I'm most excited for the Harley Quinn, or not the Harley Quinn. I mean, I guess, yeah, because Harley Quinn and King Shark, that's going to be a thing. And then there's going to be a Katana story, and I'm a big fan of Katana. So that's kind of what's going on there. We'll see how it goes. Nothing too crazy to write home about, though. Justice Society of America, number 11. Jeff Johns is still on the book. How much longer? We'll see. I imagine it'll cap it at number 12. That's usually the natural endpoint for a lot of DC comics, especially because then you can just be like, oh man, It was a maxi. Surprise. Even though it was an ongoing. Hurry, Croc. Probe, you're a real streamer. Finish the solicits. I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. Batman and Dylan Dog. I didn't know who Dylan Dog was, and then I tweeted that, and then people got really mad at me. Still don't know who he is, though. Teen Titans Starfire. That's gonna get a lot of people upset. I know that for sure. And they're also making, like, Cyborg Starfire as a best friend, because I imagine Gabriel, I don't know, Kimi Garcia and Gabriel Piccolo, are they going to make a Cyborg book? Something tells me they won't. And that's all I'll say on the matter. Prez is getting printed. I know Prez was a really popular book back in the day. I never read it, but it's basically like a parody on a lot of, like current events and, satirizing a lot of the way America tends to handle like certain issues by basically being like, oh, this girl went viral, therefore she will now be the next president or something like that. And I heard really good things about it. So yeah, it's being printed again. Very exciting, very exciting. Batman and Robin and Howard #2, because I'm pretty sure they're taking a lot of their original graphic novels and they're turning them into periodical formatted comics, which I imagine is they're just giving them like issues, I think. We're getting a Primer #2. We're getting Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries #4. AJ is going to be really excited about that. Shout out to AJ. Scooby-Doo is also having a Scooby-Doo Where Are You book, which is on issue number 127. That's extremely exciting for them. Oh god, I have 1 minute, guys. I might go a little bit over. That's okay. When I said I had a hard out, I meant I had a soft out. But I do have to be gone by 2:30. I have to be somewhere at 2:30. So that'll probably take me about half an hour. So I drive there and stuff, so I have to get ready. So I'm going to try to be quick. Different character, I'll time you. Don't time me. This ain't classic Prez, it's a new Prez. Yeah, no, it's a new Prez. Prez, I don't know what I was going to say there. From the DC Vault, that's a fun little thing that they've been doing recently where they've been posting or publishing comics that weren't allowed to get published, and they're making them comics now. That's exciting. Batman, The First Night is a new book that is going to be taking place during the earlier years of Batman. And it's very much so like going back to like the 1930s kind of Batman vibe with that. And that's cool. I'm excited to check it out. It's written by Dan Jurgens with art by Mike Perkins, which looks like a pretty talented artist, so that's exciting. There's going to be a new John Constantine book. John Constantine, if you will. Hellblazer, Dead in America #4. Written by Simon Spurrier. I know you guys were talking about that earlier in the chat, so, that's pretty exciting. I do not give a shit. We talked about the artist spotlight. Those are those covers. We'll do a quick... dun, 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 dun. DMCA, don't strike me. Dun, dun, dun. The Brave and the Bold #54 facsimile. DC's been knocking it out of the park recently by making facsimile covers, and that's been really exciting about all these classic issues that have the first appearances of a lot of things. So this is the first appearance of the Teen Titans with Kid Flash, Aqualad, and the Robin teaming up against Mr. Twister. Is that right? Did I guess that? It is Mr. Twister. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm so excited. And then they're also doing a facsimile edition for Green Lantern #22. What makes this one relevant? It's because... it's kind of like the origin of Green Lantern, I think. So, that's exciting. You have some Abinser goodness. Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong is getting its full trade release in Neb's clapping in the background, Neb's clapping in the back rooms, Neb's clapping in the back rooms. Bro does not read. But I'm right though. It's coming out in June. Pride Month. More like Godzilla X Kong. Am I right, guys? Batman, Catwoman, The Gotham War, everyone's favorite. Also coming out in June. That's all there is to say about that. Batman Beyond Neo Gothic is being collected in June. Kyle the Catboy, shout out. Nightwing Volume 5, Time of the Titans. June. Now we're also, I think what's really exciting is a lot of our Dawn of DC Volume 1s are coming out in June of 2024 this year. So that's something to look forward to. That's something to be excited about. We got Green Lantern Volume 1 back in action coming out. That's going to be the first, how many issues? It's going to be the first, first 6 issues plus the Night Terror issues. So that's 8 issues collected into this Green Lantern Volume 1. And that'll be selling for $20. Not a bad price. Hawkgirl Volume 1, the 6-issue miniseries collected, will be coming out as well for $17. So I guess that's how the pricing works on that one. Once Upon a Galaxy, highly recommend. Check out the interview on my channel that I did with Jadzia Axelrod. That was a lot of fun. We had a great time talking about Hawkgirl. So definitely buy that book when it comes out. Buy it and pre-order. Pre-order, you motherfuckers, because that's important. That's good. Thank you. Titans Volume 1. Don't have to pre-order that one. Shazam Volume 1. Meet the Captain. These are all coming out in June. Red Hood and Outlaws Volume 2. There's going to be a collection of the webtoon. It's going to be coming out in July, along with Vixen NYC Volume 6 coming out in July. Danger Street Volume 2. This is the rest of Danger Street. It's going to be collecting issues 7 through 12. I wouldn't buy this personally because I feel like there's eventually going to be a Danger Street Deluxe Edition that's going to have all 12 issues collected into one, so I wouldn't recommend buying Volume 2 unless you want it in that format, which I guess that's fine. But that book just came to an end, so now you can collect the second volume, available in May. Identity Crisis. Everyone loves it. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's having a great time. 20th Anniversary Edition, Deluxe Edition, is going to be coming out in June. So get excited about that. I know I am. Godzilla Gay Icon, always has been. Batman Beyond the White Knight. That's super exciting. That's going to be collected in June 18th. Batman the Knight. These are things that have already been published, but I think these are going to be... wait a second. I bought this already. I imagine that's going to be in softback, like a trade. It's going to be in paperback rather than in hardback format, I'm guessing, because DC has this weird thing where I feel like they publish books in hardback first, and then later down the line they reprint again in paperback format, which don't know what that's about, but that's been a thing that they've been known to do. But yeah, Batman the Knight, Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, and Dark Crisis Young Justice are all going to be printed again and coming out in May and June. Okay, JLA Year 1, gotta jump on that. That's one I need to add to my collection. So that's going to be coming out in June, and that one's going to come out at a whopping $30. All right, I'll have to keep that in mind. Secret 6, the Omnibus. This is really exciting. Gail Simone's Secret 6 is going to be coming out, and that's going to be collecting the first 6 issues of the Secret 6 miniseries, and then issues 1 through 16 of the ongoing and various other stories surrounding, like Birds of Prey, 52, and more. So that's really exciting to see Secret 6 get collected like that, because that's a fan favorite, and it's one of my favorites. Nightwing, who gives a fuck? Poison Ivy, The Virtuous Cycle, Volume 1. That's going to be coming out. I imagine this is also going to be a soft cover for this book, because I also own this volume. Moving on. Super Sons, The Complete Collection, Book 1. They keep on doing this, man. They keep on doing this, but they're going to keep on doing this because Super Sons, I think, sells. Super Sons are fan favorites, and every time a new edition comes out, they make more money. However, God forbid they make John Kent young again. Finally, saw Omnibus for Secret 6. I've been waiting for so long. Well, your wait is over, dude. But they'll never publish a volume 2. DC's really good about publishing volume 1s, but volume 2s is where they fall off sometimes. Superman, Son of Kal-El, volume 3. Yup. Tales from Dark Crisis. Very exciting, very exciting. Batman the Young Justice Buster. Batman the Justice Buster, volume 3. I actually have no idea what that is. Let's keep on moving on. We don't have time to stop. We don't have time. The Flash by William Messner Loebs and Greg LaRocca. Omnibus Volume 1 is coming out. That's going to be really exciting. That's, this is the beginning of Wally West's Flash run. So that's going to be getting an omnibus. I know a lot of people have opinions on the William Messner Loebs run of Flash. So I'm currently about to dive into it. I have had it on my shelf, and I've had it not even on my shelf, but I take it with me places now, because I'm going to read it now. And I never get to it. But I will soon. Bad run is what somebody says in the comment. I've run into this before. Please don't. Croc, don't put that into the universe. My boy's for real. Anyways, Scooby-Doo Mysteries Volume 1. Very exciting. We're getting a new box set for the year 1 for the Batman family. We have we have Batgirl year 1, we have Robin year 1, and we have Nightwing year 1. A little bit redundant if you don't ask me. And don't. Hitman by Garth Ennis is going to be coming out. Very exciting. Omnibus Volume 1. And that's it. We did it. We fucking did it, guys. We fucking did it. Only 10 minutes over. That's not too bad. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm going to open up to chat for a good 5 minutes before I end the stream. Chat. I'm excited for Suicide Squad. I know that for sure. Hi, Ripley. Thank you so much for watching, dude. Thank you so much for watching. I started streaming 2 hours ago. Too long. I'm glad I did this. Honestly, I'm really excited. This has been something I've wanted to do for a long time, so it's cool to actually be able to do this and expect more of this in the future in a more polished format, hopefully, God. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun with this. I hope you did too. We did it. We did indeed do it. This is actually really exciting because, I feel like I keep on having ideas, having plans, but I never follow through with them. So this is exciting to be able to follow through with something and be able to do it from cover to cover. We literally did it. We literally did it, guys. My voice is so dead. Let me get some water. With my boss while listening to the stream, 10 out of 10. Oh, I had a conversation with my boss while listening to the stream, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Yeah, tell your boss I say hi. Man. I don't really know, guys. I don't really know. Wow, I was kind of in a zone there for a second. I missed the whole thing. But what are you looking forward to the most, excited for in April? That's a good question. We can do a little quick recap and review of the most exciting things that we've covered. So let's rapid fire look through, and I'll just do a little ding 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 on things I'm excited about. Ding 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 ding. Oh, ding 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 ding! Very excited about that. I'm actually pretty excited about that. Ding 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 ding! I've been enjoying the facsimile thing that they've been doing, reprinting old comics. Ding 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 ding! Really excited about that Azrael cover. Ding 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 ding! Big Barda looks really cool. Ding 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 ding! Really cool. Dong, dong, dong. Uh-oh, I'm excited to see the fallout of that book. I'm really excited, guys. I wish I cared more about Justice Society America. Starman's on the cover. It's Jack. He's popular. Ding 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 ding. King Shark's in it. And Katana. Ding 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 ding. King Shark's in this too, I imagine. Ding 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 ding. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for the new Shazam run. To be honest, I'm excited to see a new creative team tackle Shazam because Mark Waid's been fun, but I think we can. Not to slander the goat, but I think we can do better. Also excited for Blue Beetle. Ding 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 ding. Excited for the Sky Gardener cover. Ding 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 ding. Croc, what's your bet for the name of the DC Ultimate Universe? DC Earth F. Moving on. I'm excited for Dream Team. I think House of Brainiac might be fun. The Penguin. Ding 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 ding. Poison Ivy. That seems like it's pretty fun. Red Hood the Hill might be really fun. Birds of Prey. Ding 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 ding. I think that's the most exciting takeaway is Birds of Prey. Really great run so far, and it'll be really cool to see a really great run tackle a character that I feel like hasn't had the chance to shine in the way that she should, especially given her being a character of her status, and being like, you know, a member of the Justice League and all this, and being like one of DC's first kind of A-list black female superheroes. Yeah, I definitely think she deserves better. So it's exciting to see her back on the spotlight after just kind of being here or there for too many years. Who else? Dong. This is really exciting. Don't know what this is going to be about. We'll find out. I guess that's about it. Kind of, somebody said it, not me. They said mid-month. Mid-month. What are my thoughts? You know, Edwin Gallman is drawing one of the House of Brainiac tie-in issues, and I think that's so exciting. Edwin Gallman is such a good artist. So amazing. They did some stuff earlier with the Brainiac teasing stuff, and I think a Superman annual or something, and that art was gorgeous. I love whenever he does variant covers, I'm always like, you know, ogling over them. And now he's going to be doing, he's going to be doing that like whole issue for House of Brainiac. So that's exciting. That's really cool. Love Birds of Prey, me too. Excited for Blue Beetle, even though I'm behind. Catch up, dude. Catch up on Blue Beetle. Please catch up. Guys, you got to support these books. You got to buy these books as they're coming out, or else you'll want to catch up and they'll be canceled. So Blue Beetle is definitely one of those books where you got to support it. Just like the Blue Beetle Battalion never died. We got to keep on supporting. We got to keep on keeping on. What was Hellblazer's ding 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 ding? Where was Hellblazer's ding ding ding? Dude, bro does not get one. Bro does not get one. I'm sorry. He's a character that I have to change as a person before I start getting excited about Hellblazer. It's a bot out. It's Papa sitting there. What's Papa sitting there? What are you talking about? Oh, Blue Beetle? Oh yeah. Okay. Well, good that you bought it. Good that you supported it. Now read it. But proud of you. So proud of you, Manny. Ripley, you are lame, Croc. And on that, I guess I'm going to have to end the live stream because I can't take criticism. I will cry. So thank you so much for joining. This has been a lot of fun. I hope you guys are having a great time. Please let me know if you would like to see more of these in the future, and I'll try to do them better. Let's do it better next time. That being said, the next time we do this will probably be in mid-February. Let's bring up the calendar. Let's find out, actually. Let's find out. It will be February 16th. Mark your calendars. That's when the next DC Connect is going to come out. So we'll try to do that bright and early and more polished. That's my time frame. That's going to be when we'll do it next. So hopefully that'll be good. All right. Love you guys. Bye.